Hello folks, and welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party and our review of the C4 Neuro. Now the C4 Neuro is an energy drink made by Cellucor. They've been around a while doing energy drinks for people who are doing exercises, workout, that kind of thing. And because energy drinks have become so big in gaming, they're trying to get into that market. Now they sent me a free, I think they call them bottles. Yeah, they call these bottles of, it's got 30 servings in it. They did send me this for free in order to make this review video. So there are two flavors. It comes with an icy blue raz as well as watermelon. I got the icy blue raz flavor. The recommended usage is 1 scoop, and I'll just open it up real quick. It's got the little scooper in there, of course, and there's still a little bit left. I wanted to try most of it before I did this review. So yeah, it's supposed to be 1 scoop at a time and no more than 2 scoops per day. The label also does warn of a harmless tingling, which we'll talk about that a little bit more when we talk about the effects that I and others had when we tried the product. So as first of all, taste. That's the first thing you're going to notice is the taste. I actually like the taste. The reason I picked the Icy Blue Raz because I did a little bit of research online beforehand, and a lot of people mentioned liking this. I really do like the flavor. However, I would suggest, at least for me, I ended up using more water because it was a little too strong, like it was almost overpowering the taste. But if I just used more water when I drank it, that made it mellowed it out a little bit, and it tastes fine. Again, I really like the flavor as far as that goes. Now, as far as the effects, this is what really matters here, of course, right? So with 1 scoop, which is the recommended serving, I got a little bit of energy sometimes, maybe not consistently, not always, but I did feel like after about 30 minutes to an hour, I did get a little bit of energy, especially if I was a bit tired before. It did help a little bit in that regard. As far as side effects, what's funny is the first like 2 to 3 times I took 1 scoop, I didn't notice any side effects at all. No tingling, nothing unusual. However, later, I actually did get some side effects. Now, a few times I did try it with 2 scoops. Sometimes I did it with 1. I wanted to try 2 scoops to see if I would get more energy out of it, if I was like really slumping that day or anything like that. And the side effects seemed kind of random, is a little weird. One time I felt like a little bit of the tingling sensation like in my arms. I think 2 other times I got a tingling like at the top of my head. At first I thought the top of my balding head was starting to sweat, but then I realized, oh, I must be getting that side effect. And it only lasted for maybe 30 minutes on both my arms and the top of my head, and it was barely noticeable. It wasn't a big issue for me personally, but I could see some people that might be a turnoff. And like I said, it went away fairly quickly. Now, later on, I actually did start having some issues where when I took it, whether 1 scoop or 2, about 2 or 3 instances, I actually had like an upset stomach afterwards. The first time I wrote it off, says, well, maybe there's something else that I ate that day. But like I said, there was one other time that shortly after taking it, I started to get an upset stomach. And that lasted a bit longer, maybe about an hour, and then it went away. So I don't know if there was some combination of what I ate that day or just my own personal chemical system that was causing that to happen. I'm not sure. And like I said, it only happened about twice, I believe, when using the product. So overall, for me, it helped a little bit with energy, but there were the side effects that maybe would push some people away. Again, the tingling I didn't mind. The upset stomach, that I could live without. So for that reason, I will probably go ahead and use the rest, because I'm personally curious to see if it comes up again. But long term, I don't know if I would personally use this product myself because I do have that side effect. And it is important to note that when it comes to energy drinks and things like that, I do have a bit of an unusual system. So for example, caffeine doesn't do anything for me. Caffeine does not wake me up. And in fact, if I have too much caffeine, it actually puts me to sleep. It can actually give me the opposite reaction. And also things like ginseng. If I have too much ginseng, I might have stomach cramps. So I don't know if these things have similar ingredients. And like I said, I didn't always have the stomach cramps. It only happened about twice. But yeah, for me, whatever combination of ingredients didn't really work for me. The other thing they advertise is not just the energy. They also, I have on the packaging here, talk about intense mental boost. You probably can't even really read that well. Ironically, the focus is out of focus in the camera. I didn't really notice that either. I definitely have issues with my brain going in 20 different directions. I didn't really get any help with that, none that I noticed. The only positive benefit I got out of it was, again, a little bit of additional energy. So I also did give some of this to some other folks to see, how they would react to it. One person, Chris, he said it helped him a little bit with the energy. He also enjoyed the taste. He said it did help him with energy, but he did get the, I believe he said he got the tingling in the arms, I think. He said his only lasted about 15 minutes, I believe. But he said it did help him with the energy side of things. Sarah tried it as well. She got the energy boost. She said it didn't last very long, maybe 30 minutes or so. But the problem she ran into was that she actually had an itching sensation that kind of like spread from, like she said, from her, like the top of her head kind of went down her body over the course of about 30 minutes to an hour. Which was a little unusual. So for that reason, and she said it was a little bit much and she wouldn't be interested in using the product again because of that. But she did get a little bit of the boost, even though for her, it did not last long. And one other person, Joel, did try it. He didn't really get anything out of it. He didn't really get any energy benefit. Also, he didn't have the negative side effects either. So for the most part, it feels like most people that have tried it within my circle did get a little bit of energy out of it. But for some, there were some negative side effects that might put them off. And again, I think the side effects is going to be a big one for you. And again, for me and the people I've talked to, other than Sarah, they were like me and Chris had the side effects, but they weren't really severe. I know Chris was saying he might not use it again because he didn't want to deal with any kind of side effects, but even he said that they were fairly minor. But that's definitely something to keep in mind before you try it yourself, or at least before you buy it in bulk. Maybe buy one canister first to see how it works for you, which is probably the case for almost all of these types of energy drinks. So as far as price, you can buy one of these bottles. Let me get it close enough. There you go. You can get one of these bottles from their website for $40 for a one-time. And keeping in mind, this has got 30 servings. So that might seem like a lot, but if you buy energy drinks, they're pretty expensive. So if this works for you and you only need the one scoop, then, if that's like 30 energy drinks for $40, that's a pretty good deal because energy drinks tend to go for $1.50 to $2. So if this works for you as a substitute for buying Monster or whatnot, then this might be something you want to look at. They also have monthly plans that range from anywhere from, if you get a monthly plan, so you're paying by month, you can get one of these a month for $30. If you do a 6-month plan, you can actually get them for $24 a month. And all of this information is on the website. I will have a link to the site in the description below the video. Also, if you use the coupon code, or if you use the code during checkout, SAVE20, all one word, no spaces, you can actually get $20 off a subscription plan. Now, I don't know if that's a permanent or if that's just the first time you sign up for it. I would think it's the first time, but you might want to check the fine print on that to see what that is about. But anyway, yes, that was the C4 Neuro. Overall, again, I like the taste. It's a little bit overstrong. Most people I know did enjoy the taste. Now, Sarah did say she enjoyed the taste, but it tasted a little bit chemically to her, or it kind of tasted a little bit like almost you could taste what's in underneath. They tried to cover it up with the flavoring, but to her, she could taste it. For me, I didn't really have the issue. It was just really potent, and that was fixed by using more water than what was suggested, which obviously doesn't hurt in any way. But yeah, definitely check it out. Check it out in the link below. I don't have any kind of what do you call it? Not affiliation, but any kind of thing where you click the link and I get a certain portion. I don't have anything like that. So if you just go to the website, make sure to, if you do buy it by the month, though, make sure to use that SAVE20 code and save yourself a little bit of money. But yeah, definitely check it out, the C4 Neuro. Thanks to Cellucor for sending me this review to check it out, to make this video for you guys. Make sure you guys leave comments if you've tried this stuff before. Definitely let me know. I know the one person that I talked to had used this before for workouts, he said it worked well for him. Now, he mentioned he had to use a double scoop, but he said when he was using it for the workout side of things, it was great for him. So, it's going to vary by person. Keep that in mind. But anyway, make sure you guys leave comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.